disruptively,
I
sure.
think that's like realistically.
I'm just not sure this is the map for it. But
versus Heretics on this map, are they going to win? No.
Let's see.
Like, it's the Heretics' best map.
Giants on defense, Heretics on attack.
I like the fact that they're going to try and
we got a 1-1 pistol, I'm pretty
their
sure.
opponent's comp rather than try and beat them with something that already works. So I'm quite excited to see what they have planned. They get to start on the defense as well, which I think is where Vito's definitely going to have the best opportunities to do that. So yeah, I'm excited to see what has been cooked up by Pipson.
And think about last map. Heretics came in with the same thing, their opponent's map pick, and they had a good idea on how they wanted to play it, how that utility would be put in on retakes, and played off of those positions, bar that little oopsie from Woot. Now,
I also think the chokehold versus a sliding Neon is going to be another very irritating piece of utility to try and face off against Ara. There's no way out, but he has managed to at least find himself
on the last.
An early fight, but a lot of what they're leaving is just having Westside as that anchor for A. I think they are reading into the fact that their opponents are going to go back in this direction. Over towards C. No info towards Garage right now.
They are wrong. No, Heretics have decided to take it to C. So as you say, GX making the wrong play.
30 seconds left.
Smoke gives them an early indication.
He spotted 3 now,
that
but
also
goes down. No delay anymore. The orb falls, and so too does the C site. GX remaining players too far away to really do anything about this, you would imagine. Paranoia is put through, so is Reveal. Hold on, they're going to float in on the back of it, trying to get some picks inside the smokes, but no, Reveal's coming through. Benji hiding in the corner, and it's just to catch Grabinho off, putting this down to a two-dimensional push, both from spawn, both spotted, and soon, both to be swung. That one
very nice shots in there.
Dusted. Heretics 1-0.
Yeah, Flickless
I
had
think
to
just
get one.
a decent pistol from them in terms of just having a read on roughly where their opponent's setup was going to be, finding the weaker of the sites and executing on it in the fashion that we've always seen them do. But the question will be for me, what happens when they do run into that Vito? Because obviously they've got the firepower to deal with most opposition anyway. Benji looks very pumped up for this, the pistol round, but hey.
Just a pistol round? Biggest round, mate.
Wanting a little bit of revenge after the last map. As I said, the expectation in this series was always that both teams would win their own pick. GX have done the work. It's just whether or not they are able to break apart a team that, well, has already played this map a couple of times and looked very good on it.
Well, pistol round's a good start for the attack, and I think the main danger here being staying away from stack up, which has now shifted to this A site as the attackers shift to C.
Couldn't go much worse for them.
GX. And another stake, it would seem.
Yeah, I think they can dodge the recon.
For a second like they'd rotate back. The drone going out on C hasn't fully
see what
sold
Benji gets.
Yet. You can see that it
see what Benji gets, see what Westside
Benji
gets.
goes down, sure, but unless Westside gets a lot done in this corner, it should mean nothing can flash out, but they just swing it, and the numbers are enough to crumble that C site. And as well as that, GX, obviously the player they killed on A only had a pistol, so they get nothing really.
Yeah, that's sort of the power of just having a singular pistol. It's whether or not there's going to be anything more from this. Well, the Jungle Peak made that a bit easier for Boo. Grabinho seems like he's waiting for Aaron. Never mind, no he's not. He's just going to take the 1v1 and he's going to win it. Rest of players locked into the site, but more importantly, that is a Bulldog down and into the hands of Grabinho. Now, he doesn't necessarily want this for the next round, so he's going to try and run in and make this one even more costly.
I'll tell you what, someone on Heretics will want it. Potential upgrades being brought back to them, but Rienz is gone down, and it's a 1v1.
Oh boy, oh boy. Got loads of time. Ow, man, how does this keep happening? Is this the third time they've been thriftied?
Down to a hair's width, but enough. With 2.5 seconds in at any other position under the sun for Woot, and this round was done, but he was boxed in that corner. What a fumble.
It wasn't even that close.
I didn't this guy get, my main guy.
That's a fumble and a half. Like, an initial win, but also the fact that Flickless kills the player behind. And then they're so distracted by everything going on that Aaron manages to slide back through.
They're not open, watching behind.
I don't know. For me, that's unacceptable. I just don't know
it really
how
is.
Heretics have let that one slip away from a post plant with all your weapons still intact while your opponents have nothing.
I can't believe it. Genuinely, any other spot from Woot, any shot hitting.
It's a little worse as well.
And I think it goes back to what Weber said during Coach Confession as well.
Boo not taking a 1v1 on his own on long.
Yeah.
And losing to a ghost.
And that, yeah. And it's just silly mistakes, and all the counterplay in the world, all the preparation, all the comp diff you like cannot make up for those silly mistakes, at least not from what we've seen so far. GX with a chance to steal the lead away from Heretics, and it will be Ara through the smoke to pick up Woot again. Following on from the last 1v1, he's ripped him out of this round too.
Yeah. A bit of an investment just with some extra credits. A surprise. That hasn't been a surprise at all. I don't even think they will have realized there was a Guardian in play. And for Ara, well, he can look for the ace. It's not going to benefit him in terms of anything other than skill. And well, it's West Side. There you go. An in-zone flawless for GX. Yeah. Making sure that their
insane money
fight versus a low buy is no trouble at all.
Remove this gun. The Outlaw. Like
this West Side story is going to have a very happy ending. He's been looking very good, but
way
here,
too fast.
4 kills picked up. I mean, it's easy when just one shot to the body's all you need.
We've got to have some kind of counterplay.
The confidence builder that is, he's on a 7-1 start. And for Ara especially, that's so important. This is a guy that,
thank you so much for the 7 months. Appreciate the 2-1. Thank you for that.
I think we've actually seen way more of the floor of him.
2.5 hours.
Initial pickup, he didn't look good. It took him a long
players
time
full
to get comfortable.
shields.
But towards the end of last year, we saw him start
I guess, but surely
that's already a tag.
Surely you should get a lid or rewarded for making a missed that shot.
It looked like Woot was baiting the shot, but there was no one to swing alongside him. Like, he ended up just having to fight that one alone, and he lost. Lucky to be alive. Wow, this early look from Heretics on their own map choice is
just saw the
not got me feeling too happy. That's not bad,
big on
though.
10 HP because we've got no util to clear everything.
All that talk about what the utility can do, but he's dead within the first few seconds. That leaves a lot of space, a lot of positions that are now opened up. And for Heretics, they've decided to just slow for a bit.
My ult's not ready.
Oh, that was the peak from Woot in mid-window.
Nice from Giants. We know they're pretty proactive on this one.
But he didn't even take a lick of damage.
Early info. Gamble over towards A.
Towards this A site, knowing they can use their
shooting the drone pretty.
Drone broken from far back. They don't know about Cloud just yet.
They start considering
close.
close.
Suspicious with how quick they were to react to that utility, but still need to be so cautious in breaking through, and they are.
Very nice, Boo.
Picks him off for free. No trade coming in, and now Grabinho under heavy pressure will pop a smoke up, trying to play inside, and emerges to catch Benji.
Whoa.
Backside flickless on a tear, leaves this down to Ara. A solid performance from this man
I mean, he
so
can
far.
one-shot him, he has light armor.
To really
So the comms are gonna.
He's hot on his heels. Pop. Good stun as well.
What a stun. What a stun. Boo had to get the one-shot on this. Very nice, but a lot of this is down to Ara just getting info over towards C long, right? Then they get the rotate to go in, the gamble a little bit.
I was looking at that site here, 2 openers already, and just able to, again, just isolate these duels so clean with it. Again, we talk about his initial look into the league. We talked about him as a utility player. Like, this was a guy who would throw the setup and everybody else would get the kills. And again, as the season went on, he got better and better individually while still doing that as a bonus.
Heretics might be tilted. Oh, no doubt, man.
Probably the round
I'd still be tilted from the first map, to be honest.
Back was him winning that clutch. And he's done it again. 3 kills in a high-impact round. Economy in the bin once more for Heretics. They'll have to wait for the next and see if they can at least do a little bit of damage in this one.
That's a phenomenal reveal that goes through there. Clears absolutely everything. And you can see it's already forced GX back towards that C site, giving up Garage completely. And as a response, you know, losing all that map control, having the fog of war go back up means you got to clear something else.
Drone if you're to get an orb, yeah, they don't.
Open, but it's not.
They don't think of that sometimes in the moment.
And so GX, with a minute 5 on the clock on this defense, they have no information. At least Westside is pushed up, but especially against the pistols, Tom, that does represent a decent risk. He can obviously TP back, but if they round that corner too quickly, you won't have a chance to get out. He's pushing as well.
Oh, okay. Boo's clearly got some sort of spidey senses
against the
to look
ecos.
back at the perfect moment.
He's got ult.
Yeah, they give him a gun.
If they wanted to try and
give
take
him a gun, give him an ult.
Would be a nice spot to try and move into.
Looks like Giants kind of want to be proactive no matter what the map is. I mean, no matter what the round is.
Dodges the flash, and they are leaving this close. 20 seconds, they're now looking to try and run back towards the C-side,
Big
but
stun.
these steps have been heard. The call has been made, flash deep into the
Big
site.
stun.
Counter utility already spammed out. Flickless able to hold until he can see once again.
He got an extra one with Benji.
All four wiped out again for Flickless.
Back-to-back
This
lovely
man
runs
is
from him.
carrying at this point.
This guy's crazy. When he came onto the scene, like you said, we talked about his util because you could feel the impact that it had in so many of the rounds. He felt like a standout amongst the support players in the region.
Nice flick.
Nice flick. Which one? Every flick there landed. That was unbelievable. 9 and 3. And that's the thing about GX. It feels like, you know, a lot of these names were new to us or in new roles, and we had questions, but it feels like they have such a depth of talent on that roster.
Yeah, for sure. And it's interesting because you kind of look at this as a squad. You talk about this team, and I think one of the things was mentioned in one of the opening video by Commend is that it doesn't necessarily look like they have a standout star player. A man who might argue with that a little bit would be Westside, and but it's interesting. We've spoken so much about the agent that he's currently playing in Vito, and the fact that he's now added another to the tally. It has been a lot more variance in terms of what he's been playing so far this year. Something that I think that is clearly a case for Pipson of saying, like, I think these agents are still good, but we can try and make these work a little better. Haven't seen the impact so much of it just yet. Obviously, I feel like that's always the case. You focus in hard on a new agent, you go, okay, what is it doing right now? And a lot of the time it's like, well, Flickless is killing everyone, so he's just kind of there. He's like, he did a cool rotation once, like where he TP'd.
But if they didn't have Vito, who knows? Maybe Flickless wouldn't be hitting the shots, you know?
He wouldn't feel confident enough.
Yeah, knowing their abilities could be taken off them on the other side of the map.
Hello?
Anytime now. Well, there you go. In the dirt, and that's exactly where Heretics are at the moment. A 4-1 scoreline, trailing on the attack. And
A default in reaction.
here.
Push down towards C-long again.
They kept that ult on
Means they
Boo.
can
It
get a
didn't clear
rotate
backside
going
C.
in.
It didn't give them the
Info,
last round,
info.
but now they can have that impact. A slow approach, and evidently they're looking for a fight early. And I think a lot of this will come down to what they're hearing there. There's abilities online on A, ready to steal theirs away. You might want to bait that out first. I think that's going to be a facet of this attack side coming out of this pause, is taking some of those tools out of the hands of GX before they're ready to use them.
Oh, okay, a reactive Viper's Pit. But with the deep control of Ara.
Strong shot.
It does leave a bit of a gap. He's now rotated back towards the site. It's worth mentioning as well that...
Oh, go proactive once they lose the angle over towards C-long. Dude, they're so nice, man. They're everywhere.
There, but he sure can hit
it does feel like Heretics get caught off a lot. They're just not used to it.
Again, part of
it's
the
non-stop
proactivity. This now?
The Headhunter, yeah, they're going to walk in, contact in a Viper's Pit through B! Throw the smallest choke point in the game against Flickless! Have you lost your minds? 5-1, an in-zone flawless, and a massive fumble from Heretics. That, I mean, to say they ran out of ideas in the end there is an understatement.
I guess the only thought process you have is,
let's end it quick.
There's probably no one else here. I've seen 3 people on the other side.
Oh, it's only Flickless.
It's only Flickless. I mean,
he's 9 and 3. It should be easy with 12 and 3
it's now. It's only Flickless, but yeah, not gone to plan. And for GX, this is a great sign. Looking back to the previous results for Heretics on this map, they
what
had
do we got, man?
9-3 attack side halves versus Ult and
what I'm saying is Danby's getting an entry here.
Victory versus Na'Vi 13-11. So the fact that they're already shutting down what has been the more dominant side to this map shows that the work that GX is doing is good. But also, I do feel like there have been a lot of fumbles from Heretics so far.
Yeah, the fact that it's carried through to this map as well, to their comfort, to where they chose to
Oh,
play,
boy.
that's the surprising part. You can see it being off guard.
Very
elsewhere.
proactive. Even against the
To
ecos.
talk about it. Heretics fumbling, and it stops just as it's brought into your mind. Ara is going to make it back, but he won't be able to line up in time. Comeback 2 already in this round before falling. May just have set Heretics up for the win, at least for the plant. And, well, Cloud overstayed is welcome. On a few lead gifts sent his way.
Evolution popped. No utility will affect, which, hey, if they try and use a Hunter's Fury on him,
Yeah, they might.
he'll be okay.
The vision block on this kind of means they just lose no matter what.
I'm not sure that this is really going to matter too
Heretics
much
would
in
have
the
to
end.
mess
We'll
up.
have to see if there's some magic that can be had from Westside to make this interesting. Time a ticking. This is where he will just get onto that defusal, try and dodge any utility. It should be the spams that get the job done, though. And yeah, that's kind of what I expected to happen.
It's alright, go at it. They got so much money.
Second round onto the board. A little bit of individual magic to get them back.
Yeah, this is, I mean, this is just them getting punished for being proactive.
To go before, I feel like I'm convinced.
It was bound to happen at one point.
Look at this also as a little bit of a mistake, a bit of
also a good call from Boo.
coming out of GX.
They did the wall to make it look like he rotated back from this corner. I got into this corner, did the wall away, then they go replay.
I'm pretty sure they knew that could be underneath the window, could have already crossed, could be wrapping around. And that's what
Giants, 4-person A. Did they do this? Oh, bit of Fnatic tech. Go 4-person A when you have the Omen flash. Sorry, the Omen ult. So if they react, you can just have fast rotate for C. Yeah, sleeping.
And truly
actually sleeping.
The third player. They might expect the first, even the second.
And they're ready for the reactions. They might have sussed it. It might be onto them.
There's another player deeper down on A long as well. So there's no one else anywhere on the map. So if the due diligence of Heretics is done, this round is done as well. We'll just have to wait and see. And yeah, this might be a problem. Yeah, he knows there's a problem, but there's even a trip there. Just trying to escape. Should be a
oh my god, they got a kill out of it.
One on the operator. But now they definitely
I mean, they know they're
both on A. So this is a free plant on the C site. Yeah. They're not even checking anything because why would they?
Yeah, Boo's been holding the rotate as well the whole time. So fast as Neon could be, there's no way Ara could have made it there in time. A plant goes down. And
save.
Honestly, after losing the previous round, there's not much of a choice
Everyone's
here for
going to have incredible money.
You could go for it, but you're not going to really damage the Heretics economy. They've built up quite a bit. In the last round victory, as clean as it was, is giving them more than enough credits to fall back on. So
I think halving the spike should count for some money.
5-3 scoreline though, and for Heretics, a team that was looking shy of any answers. I mean, it came down to 3-man contacting into a Viper's pit against Flickless, who's
with all but not planting. Yeah,
but
considering
really
they know they're like relatively far away.
Back on the
they should give it to someone else, but I get the comeback wants to watch Spawn because it's against the Neon.
It does feel like it's just come off of some comeback individual brilliance. Like him and Woot getting an opener in the last round, and then him just taking 2 players with an operator in this one. Like, if he can step up, we've always said it, we know what sort of level this squad can bring. It's just whether or not they can keep this sort of play going, where you're getting 2, not easy kills, but 2 kills that I expect him to get.
Surprised no timeout. I would hope that someone from Giants says that we need to chill out a little bit.
Another big investment coming up.
Maybe no re-clears, but we can be proactive.
Check towards A lot of red outside those barriers, and the op on Ara is looking to go down on short. Smoke, though.
Dart needs to be good.
Smoke's blocked him off immediately, but he's waiting for someone to come walking through it. He knows it's a possibility. But Boo, close as he may get, I don't think he's foolish enough to go walking through that. Or that at least like a drone or something sent down. There it is.
Yeah, this is where... Well, like Ara should be forced back, but they've still got that. The thing is, last time they did this, we saw the check. Drone going through on the other side. That should be quite a bit of information on the other side.
B, split over towards A.
Already being flanked on.
So all behind it. Carries on searching on side as well. 1, 2. Doesn't know the guy's short. Oh my god.
No, not quite, but Wu has taken space, but he doesn't actually realize that Ara is still on that short spot. They've lost a man, but bear in mind how many they've seen. That was, I think, 3 spotted by the dimensional drift, and then the 4th that got the kill. So they know there is a big gap on the other side of the map. Utilities already destroyed. They've been doing that a couple of times, same as you would with saying
he's going to 4v5 retake.
That's going to be the C site open for business.
Surprised to see that even after that context dissipated, even after the trap broken in the garage, it's only now that GX start to move. The 4-player A stack.
Oh my god, he hits so many.
Until the plant was attempted, and now the steps heard because Boo was so late on the rotate. But he only gets 1. It's not enough. Someone's going to need to put in that extra shift in a 3 versus 4 TP taken to the spawn. It's going to be just one.
Big 1v1 at C long here.
Left to take that battle onto Benji Fishy while the rest of the squad battles for the site. Long could define it, and now the wall's closing in on Team Heretics. Players coming from all sides as comeback trades out on Tara, but these players isolated. And Rienz looks to drop Flickless. No, then he's coming from Long. The shot's
it's unlucky, man. Felt bad for comeback there. He did good.
It gets the round for GX. He's there just in time for the trade. 6-3 now. GX not letting Heretics all the way back in.
Oh, when comeback starts hitting shots like that, that's the moment you start to believe he's just going to wipe
out Reclay's just clearing the question mark.
Quick enough on the trade.
Being reactive and reclearing is kind of the same thing. It's just that, you know, when I draw like a question mark on the minimap, so like say they took here, reclears clearing the question mark. Being like reactive when I talk about it is like pushing somewhere else in reaction.
No ultimates online, but Cloud pretty close.
I think if they literally didn't re-clear against ecos, honestly I would scrap a lot of their proactivity against ecos, but maybe it's something they're trying to work on.
To put some eyes there.
Boo in the open faces Ara.
Ara's been great.
Started out kickoff with really just a poor performance, and since then he's been heating up better and better as the games go on. This one, night and day compared
gets a kill, he gets his
this year's debut, and a 4 versus 3. But that operator on Ara still online. No ults to fall back on for Heretics. An early fight by Cloud though. Ahead of the pack,
pretty far behind.
And Ara going down now. It's back in Heretics control. And it seems like they've got a chokehold on the game with Westside's headshots being demanded, being required. And at least the first will find its way into his possession. But Rienz,
a little scary
he
again
ran for the hills. They were going to play the time there even if
the individual saved him out a little bit here.
Thankfully, he did. So we're not going to find out if that would have been a problem, but yeah, a bit of a resurgence.
Who's insta-peek there? In the round before, I can't remember. Was he the guy at long?
But maybe a little bit disappointed with how this round went. Just giving solo fights towards the end over to Heretics, and although they've been winning a lot of those throughout the game so far, that was the one that you feel like when you already have that advantage.
It was fine.
The benefit.
He should have got 2, but he's trying to play off the trip.
And there is going to be some pieces missing. I'm interested that Ara's the one with the rifle, considering he has the overdrive.
He got a cleaner fast kill. I would probably wait for the trip or wait for the sound.
That ultimate. Maybe they'll save it for a retake. Back in the close corner again. This is something that he tried on the pistol.
Like different situation, someone jumps it differently. You might get 2.
In this round where he's the one with the rifle, no one else has got.
I didn't have a giant issue with it.
Kind of hardware. He's got to find something. They've seen him. Oh, whoa! Ara's won it.
Right, he keeps getting fast kills.
Had him locked in with an op, and somehow, I don't even think he knew that he was spotted. Like, Ara just, he just wide swings it. Fair enough.
Why the unscope? Yeah.
Big alley pick for the
you gotta just be patient.
That's massive.
Locks them out of one position. Boo's still lurking on the other side of the map, and the rest of them trying to put pressure in towards A. Maybe Cell, bit of an idea.
A little unlucky with the timing, but
it's going to put the pressure onto Flickless once again, but Ara's gone walkabouts. He's gone pressing through mid, and the distraction
the timing's incredible.
Put out another player just to try and give him the opportunity, and when given, he takes over. 3 kills, the only rifle they had, and now only one man stands in his way. Boo's got no chance. 20 seconds, spike down. It was meant to be the beginning of maybe the comeback to a 6-6 scoreline. Instead, that half is guaranteed going the way of GX.
10 seconds left.
Oh, Ara's wrapping around. They're going to give it to him. Give him his 4th. Not quite the ace. Grubby stole it, but Westside's there to do the same in the end. A thrifty's a thrifty, though. A round win for GX. It never should have been, especially with how this started. Ara was trapped in that corner. They knew he was there.
They're so good on ecos. It's non-stop, isn't it? They're great with sheriffs, man. Is this the 450?
I wonder if that Hunter's Fury was because they thought someone was close, and the Hunter's Fury was just meant as a distraction. Because that's what it seemed like. The Hunter's Fury was almost
It's at least the 4th.
Yeah.
It might be the 5th.
It was a peculiar one.
Kind of feels like Heretics need this, but we don't really know. I don't really know how good this comp's going to be on attack. Fury
Early fight.
Fury the Veto isn't that good on attack unless you start doing set strats and put the trips into your exec.
Looking move from Heretics. They've been playing lurks. They've been moving back. Instead, they're going in towards that Veto setup.
It's a great tag. They know where the danger is. Wall's going to go straight up to stop that op from having any impact. McLeod is still holding on to control for a moment as he slips away, though. Grabinho, they well and truly know about him. Not letting him away.
They got a 5 as well. It might be enough, man. I have no idea.
He's been good for a couple of clutches that I definitely counted him out of, Tom, but a 1 versus 4 back into the A site. This should be impossible.
They could even, if they wanted to, just use the front.
Get a nice C spam comp with Heretics.
There's so many variables, and you can already see that they're playing contact off the back of Woot. There are 2 players, make that 3 players ready to swing. The second he makes out of this,
I reckon.
If he gets past Woot, which is tough
they
enough
might have
as
good
it
C
is,
hits. Wait, did I say
and
Heretics?
even then, the time will start to be an issue. We can just write this down as a 7-5, and that's exactly what it will be. Even still, one of the best defensive halves,
maybe
the best defensive half we've seen versus Heretics on this map this year. The question will be, is in half number 2, can they now convert it into a victory?
The thing is, I haven't really seen a team play the Veto well on attack. Apart from like individuals taking over.
Hey!
Hi, Tom.
Alberto was looking for you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, you better get that quick.
I'll go check.
Viper strong. Viper Orb is strong on attack. I mean, the comp wins after plants, no doubt about it. But the comp already kind of wins after plants because of the Viper. You save the smoke. Unless they're gonna put the smoke for front B because the Veto wins after plants as well.
You've had your fun. It's my turn.
And they just lurk through B all the time. They got options at least. How's the first series of this map? Wait, how's the first series and the first map of this series? First series was a bit of a stomp. The first map here was pretty entertaining. I think Heretics had like 15 out of 21 or 22 first kills and still lost. They got ecoed twice. If you're a Heretics fan, I wouldn't watch it. Look at the Boncar tweet. What's he doing? He doing that thing where he says that he's playing again? I will be playing the skirmish today. 1v2. Okay, this guy's such a troll, man.
Started out by losing the pistol, but managed to fight their way back, and now finishing with a 2-round lead out of half number 1.
Yeah, this has been, I guess, an interesting map for me. I'm looking at this one as like, okay, I expect Heretics to come in and win. I expect them to be dominant on their attack side, and I'll be honest with you, what I've seen so far hasn't been the case. They're always very good at flipping the map on its head whenever they needed it to be, but I don't know.
I'm excited for this one.
I'm nervous for them, especially because losing here,
if this comp gets into a site, it wins the afterplant. 2 agents that confirm it.
This time, but
right, confirms it, confirms it.
With the amount of teams
can it get onto sites?
Yeah, but how many games they'll need to win in a row?
Maybe.
No margin for error.
Why isn't Deadlock got played? It's just a worse Sage at the moment.
Wall's going to come down. He's going to have a fight on his hands, and 2 players on the other side, west side, and a pistol as well. Not the ones you want to face. Drone sends Spoo back outside of A. Yeah, he's going to stay in the spawn, and they'll play this as a retake. Surely a plant pretty much guaranteed at this point. They're trying to make the best of this bad situation. A reveal and a spam through the smoke, but nothing found.
It's already looking like a...
Oh, that's hard, man. It's a hard retake. Does Grabinho get
Close
another
farm.
smoke during this or not? Is it literally just Viper
Still
smoke
got
only?
Paranoia and a stun. They're going to have to be huge pieces of utility to try and make this awkward. The stun
Smoke
forces
goes
one out,
up.
but the orb is just making things so
Fabinho
tough.
gets a
They wanted to
smoke
try and
after
move off
this.
that, but
Oh, man.
losing some of your HP, getting decayed as you try and make your way in is so much more of a problem. And now
And
the
the flash is
paranoia
good.
comes through. Past one they go, but the trades are just perfect.
Yeah,
a
you
singular
can't-
kill comes up for the
can't
side
be
of
letting him have
Heretics as
sight.
GX are starting to get out of sight.
I'll be honest with you, Tom, again, just look at how that round plays out. Heretics, it feels like making mistakes, making gambles at least, and not saving all their eggs to put in one basket, which in this situation is probably worth it. Starting with Rianz, he puts through the reveal to try to punish them as they enter the site. And all they have to do is dodge it, which they do successfully. The only player caught takes a
What do you think is the
little
big
bit of
problem
damage
for...
and gets out. Now you
What's the
don't
big
have your
problem for
reveal to
Gecko
fight
at the
back through
moment?
that orb, to fight back through the stun.
Normally you
Then
need
have
to
the stun
flash
coming
with a
out of
Gecko
comeback.
to make it
catches
good, so
players
you
under,
play
it sends
double
them out in the
initiator.
open.
It's not really a
And
double
10
initiator
seconds later, the
meta.
paranoia that
And
would
then
have
on top
blinded
of
those
it, 20
players, but they've
seconds to
reset.
get
They
whatever
can go
bit of
under 'cause
util
it's
you
not
picked up
stunned
back.
anymore.
It's a bit of
All
a
those
heavy
things
nerf.
put together, you've got the
It
pieces
didn't
to
look
a
too
very
bad when
beautiful
Heretics
puzzle.
played it.
Separately, though, very easily
And you could
to
kind of
dismantle,
force it
and
with
that's
a, you
exactly
could force it
what
with
GX
your
did.
Gecko.
Just dodged it one at a time.
I don't
think
actually think
this
it's as
is
bad as I originally thought.
A
But I still
strong
think there's
start
just
for the
better
attack
choices.
that Heretics, if they lose another one or two, we could see that timeout. I think frustration's got to
Well,
be creeping in with just the synergy issues.
Never
we're
off the
seeing.
pun, they're
I
going to
like
win,
this
but
as well from GX. You've got the sniper on arrow, which can definitely
who should be
taken
getting the
into next
ecos?
round.
Clouds?
And then they've got the 2 pistol buy. So they could even come in with full rifles for the next round. Maybe even gather up a few orbs here and there, although he does have to be a little bit careful.
Wait,
I like
what?
the idea, the ruse, and that's already 1 kill. That was one of the players that did have a rifle
And
in
the
hand
person that wanted to
forcing
get the
pistols
ecos
clean it
got
up. It really
insta
isn't going to
popped.
matter too much. The gun should be retrieved once they find it, and it will only be a pistol lost in the end, which is absolutely fine.
Yeah, think about this game, how it started, man. GX lose the pistol.
What do you think of the top 3
The fact
duels
that
at the
they've ended
moment?
up here 9-5
Map dependent,
lead,
but
thanks to the fact they
Yoru,
won the second round of
Waylay,
that first half.
Neon
Went
in that order.
5-1 up. It's such a heavy deficit to fight back into, and when you think about Heretics, this is the squad. This is the squad that you expect to see making that climb back. Albeit against GX, this is a tougher opponent than what we've seen previous, but especially with the results last year, especially with them looking a little shaky and then very much waking up. The Fnatic kickoff experience. This push from Woot. It's audacious, and he doesn't
it's
land
great
his
trade,
shots.
though.
Luckily, Benji was there with them.
Dude, are we going to
Looks
just
like
push
that's
through
the end
this?
of mid
We might be.
aggression
It's
for
a
now.
bonus round. Go on, mate.
This has to be because they've left so much space, but Comeback is watching. Not
like
going
the
to allow
confidence.
for any shenanigans from
It's a good
Fabinho
reaction.
this time. And now the main hit, which is making its way towards A, or at least what seems like. Okay, you've seen one player. You know the Vipers there. West side managed to just stay in the corner. The spike was still on the other side of the map, so GX definitely aren't committed to any form of push. I am, however, looking at Comeback. That temptation to go walkabouts. He's the only player.
Why did you
Anywhere
go for
other
it, mate?
than
If he has a second alley,
A
he wins
side.
the round.
But that sound cue has got him locked in.
He hesitated.
Toxins going up.
Trap and cam to deal with. Drone's going to clear B, but it's all about the strike timing of Comeback.
Lockout with the
Come
prime.
wrapping
Thank you with the
around
5
behind
months.
them, a freebie if he decided to,
West
but
side.
no, it's West side who's going to be threading the needle. Flank, come on!
Oh
no!
boy, that is
To an ability at just the wrong moment.
that is a misclick.
Oh, that's a tragedy in action.
Oh no. There's your veto highlight. That's what we were looking for the entire time.
I believe now, Tom. I'm sold.
Oh, it's still Flickless and Cloud. Late rounds, Flickless has been incredible, but this might have to be the best of the lot. And already
guys.
But no!
6 bullets.
I thought he was dead to rights. A couple of players
6
waiting
shots.
around the corner. 6 bullets remaining. And well, I don't think he lands a single one.
No, I mean he
Thankfully for
didn't, but
Heretics, they have
it
got
was
away
also
with that
wild
one,
where
but
he melted him.
when he hit that first shot, I was worried for them.
Yeah, it might look silly as well.
He
when
got
you're
the
coming up
smoke down
against
on
a
the
Neon.
spike
They go
there, could have
that
been
close,
interesting,
right?
but
it's
it's
where
so
they can
hard, you
thrive
never-
sliding around the
he
angle,
would have
but
had to
when you
done
come
it
out
super
the wall,
early.
Potentially the stuns, we can see that's not the case, but for him, he doesn't know.
3 going out in the
Playing
round
down
though.
on
This
that
is a big
headshot
round.
angle, you're going to get stunned up, you're going to get smoked off probably by the Omen, and now you're in a world of trouble trying to spray when you've already used the snake bite, so Flickless didn't have much of a choice. But with 6 ammo, he ran out of chances before that final shot was landed.
Three. Bro.
I've never seen a man look so frustrated with a 9-6 lead on a map that's famously solid.
He
for
might
your
have-
I mean,
opponent.
that should have been,
that moment.
yeah, for sure. That was the West Side
That's probably
reaction.
why he was
Actually,
watching.
I'll give you that. I think I'd be the same, Pibson. I'm there with you.
If they're using aggro
I like the
util, it would pop
early little
it,
bit of
so it takes your
utility thrown
recon
out.
off.
If there was any sort of dart,
Flash.
it would have been
So no matter
immediately
what, you
removed.
always create pressure that you go in short.
Just
You can
trying
time
to
it anyway,
almost
but
shroud the vision of this Heretic side and deny a lot of the aggression that they would have been wanting. They've still got the sniper.
It's not bad.
A few players with
Not bad
light
at all.
shields that would be one shot if they were to meet Ara. But again, it's very patient from the side of GX. They're expecting aggression, as they saw in the last round. But instead, they're going to meet the drone of Rians, which I feel like has been a general irritation throughout this series so far.
I mean, they got nothing to stop this.
Causing its problems.
If Flickless gets a kill, the round is done, by the way.
Pursuit of double digits, the plant found
Yeah,
already.
That would be
Heretics.
close. I would love
pick up the
Flickless to put his
pieces.
smoke down here.
Evidently feeling comfortable in
Yeah,
the
smoke
retake.
on the
No
spike
ultis to
itself
play with,
means
but
it's
still
shock.
so much
Molly's going to
utility
do a
because
lot
of
more.
that direct approach. The flash will already get them onto the site. The one-way smoke up top countered out by a
Nice
smoke
util.
of their own. The defuse to be tapped and draw out some of that utility. For now, though, there's nothing coming their way. Booze caught a shot onto Ara as they blitz down through.
Ooh,
what
double.
a swing from comeback. They're fighting back on the other side, though. Cloud, the man top fragging the last man,
Oh,
comes
it's
in
so
for more
close.
and
Dude,
takes
so
a
much
bite
hesitation
out of
from some of
wound.
these players
A
right now.
3K on the board, and GX have found double digits. They are only a matter of steps away from 2-0ing this series against Heretics.
Yeah, keeping themselves in that middle
It's a
bracket.
gunfight,
keeping
the double
themselves
from
with a
Garage.
couple
Yeah,
of
that was
lives
nuts.
to play with, and more importantly, sending a team that they have never been able to beat down into that lower bracket. We've talked
Big array
about
round from Cloud.
the story of Mates, the story of BBL, and how
Cloud, nice!
there might just be a new guard here in EMEA, but
Force him down to an eco.
GX are looking to try and
Oh, man.
keep themselves in the top
pissed.
flight, keep themselves as one of
Yeah,
the
I
teams
think
in contention
I had definite
for
hesitation
Santiago.
on the side there. I saw it.
And wow, you can see that for Heretics, this is a moment where they need to try and take a pause. It has been a couple of people here and there, like comeback. I thought that was a good opportunity for him. And actually, to be fair, Boo's been having a pretty good game. I'd say on the last map, Cloud definitely took the biscuit, and in the last round as well. But this is where you really do need your leadership. For GX, it's about making sure you don't crumble. Similarly to how Heretics did in the last map, like having an opportunity to take your opponent's choice. And for Boo, it's about keeping people in the game, because we have seen some of those stars.
Bonk said he's
going to
play the skirmish. Don't believe anything the Bonk
What
says.
we've seen, say for example, in their last series, where
You're better
he was
off thinking
phenomenal.
the complete opposite.
They're
That
gonna
basically
need
means that
them
he's
now,
not playing
because
it.
otherwise, well, the worries about Heretics.
We gotta learn, man. We gotta
might just
learn.
be coming
Bonk
true.
is a liar.
It's been a long time as well since we've
Can't be trusted.
seen Heretics in the lead, since they felt that. I mean, since the pistol round. Very much so. GX have had that lead even in the last map. They had the lead for a minute.
Oh, they can
It was
see it
this
from him.
squad that was
Let's go.
leading for the majority of the
So
series.
now's the backup
GX
just
with
inside.
a really impressive return to form, and I cannot compliment Ara enough. Listen, there's going to be more than enough people there when he falls and falters. Got to give him the praise when he hits that level that, you know, we haven't seen that much from him, but we know it's there. Straight through the smoke, the drone
is he
helped,
trying to
but
shoot
Luke
it, guys?
hasn't been accounted
Think
for
about it.
just yet. A big danger and dealt with after one. Nicely handled.
Yeah, shot connected by Rians, but
Shocking. Dark good.
the only person that's really a danger is this Neon. Oh, that's already one, but he's completely blind and manages to avoid anything else. Still takes a second.
How
But
does he
now
keep
Boo's
getting
still so
doubles?
far away. Doesn't have anything to play with, a couple of ults if they really wanted to use them, but
Spike planted.
I'd be surprised if they were thrown in at this moment, especially versus a weapon that they're unaware of. He could have a judge for all they know. Putting a Viper's Pit would be maybe
Yeah,
a
it's a nice
hindrance
setup.
rather than a help. Instead, just playing in those crossfires, playing with an opportunity, and well, it's Cloud to beat him out again. Another triple for the IGL, and another round for GX.
And we just had the head-to-head comparison. You got to see it on the server there in that last fight. This is how the game is going. GX
Oh,
Right.
with
Fast
everything. I
off
mean,
the
the
minimap.
drone saw him. It was on radar. It's a little easier than it looks, but still frustrating on the other side. For GX, 2 away from closing this out. Ara on a tear. Flickless as phenomenal as ever.
oh, looks
Team
like it might be a
Heretics.
good call.
The one
Fast.
thing that we can
fast
criticize
A.
in previous games is like maybe
Can they get
Comeback
anything
hasn't
from the
looked
kill
like
trips?
he's hitting the level we want. He has the synergy hasn't been
Omen,
there. Well, it is.
Omen,
He's
on
having a hell of a
spawn.
game, and yet
Oh,
still
this
the
is-
answers
Oh,
are
dude,
not
they're on
found.
site
Deep
already.
Play towards this A site, and
They
the
hit a
plan
trip.
seems undeniable at this point.
One.
Oh,
Trip
that was
enough.
kind of what Benji was hoping for.
Ah,
Yeah,
dude,
they
I'm not
kill
sure they can
trips all
retake
over the
this.
site.
So many
One of them has
retake
been
setups.
completely avoided, and now they got a Viper's Pit. have all the kill trips you like. It doesn't matter. You've not found an advantage.
Viper or
The
Smoke.
ultimate for Wu
Honestly,
is
at
the
this
main
point,
thing. If he
throw
can
your
get that
Viper Smoke
online,
ever.
great. But they're even going to throw in the Hunter's Fury. They want to make sure this round is confirmed already. An initial tag, Ara, another dropped, Benji gone, but they do get rid of the pit. It might not matter though. Too many players gone on the other side, and well, with both of them low on HP and an Eon ult on the other side.
At this point, just stop pushing down middle, man.
It's GX with a pacey change-up that puts them one away from victory.
Yeah, this is the round as well where you expect, you know, at 11-6 that maybe your opponents are going to take that little bit of a slow approach. Let you make a mistake because Heretics back against the wall could come out swinging, could play aggro on a part of the map. GX, they waste no time. They come in as if they're the better squad, and so far this game, that seems to be the case. Individuals off the charts. The synergy's there, the game plan's good. We saw the retakes last map. Even though Heretics were ready, there were still troubles.
6 goes in.
And on Heretics map choice, it's looking more dominant
like, honestly,
than
I'm
I
just
could ever have
free
imagined
person
coming
walking
into
middle.
today.
Then at least if they get side, I can dodge all the Viper
For
stuff
sure.
by pushing
I
behind.
think that we looked at this map and went, okay, we're going to 3. There was a
100%.
necessary victory on Abyss. But the fact is, GX have stepped up individually, but also been able to deny a lot of what
I think
made
there's some
this
cool stuff going on.
successful. For the
They
side
played
of
well with the Vito on defense, super proactive. They always don't have as many trips as like the Cypher
a chance
or a
maybe
Killjoy.
for comeback to get an opener, but really depends how far Grabinio's going to go. This is looking like a B hit all over it.
Oh, there's a nice opening pick though. 6 in a
Early
row for
shutdown
Heretics.
out
One
towards
hell
B.
of a task with how the game has gone so far. Doubling up without an error. And then taking it in OT and then taking map 3. It's a laundry list of accomplishments needed for the defensive side to keep drawing breath in this series and avoid the lower bracket run. A long run. A ruthless one as well. Unforgiving for the mistakes you've made. For now at least, a man advantage. Start of the, comeback, the resurgence, let's say.
Oh, he dodges it.
Has to be here and now.
Lovely.
Ara, he's been such a problem, but this time he'll be dealt with right
What's
away.
he meant to do?
It's just a ruse, though. This was an idea to try and give some space over.
Better
They're hearing the
kill T
steps,
somehow,
but
mate.
they don't know that Flickless is here. They do check for it, though. They make sure that nothing is left unchecked this time. And while Westside has also been spotted,
Trap triggered.
both players trying to fight in this direction, but it gives a gap elsewhere. They know that eventually this attack is going to have to get aggressive, and while it would have had to be a 2-for-1, instead
was a lovely
it's
round.
Woot with 3.
Probably a little too late, but
For an all-time clutch, the first comes easy. It's the next 4 that should be impossible, given a slight opportunity, but they're already on that defusal. He needs to go diving in to try and find them. Definitely making things a little interesting, a little costly. He might take it down a 4th, but they've already defused the spike. It's impressive
Jesus,
stuff.
I
It's a
started
showing
believing
of
midway
style.
through.
But he did still lose the round.
Yeah, sure, but hey, listen.
Hey,
at
damage.
12-6 now, 12-7. I feel like I've won if I play like that.
Can they
That
afford
was
heavy armor for this now?
IGL, man. Look at him. He took every advantage, every opportunity. That was a 1v5. Even how he avoids comeback to start, like doesn't give them the trade opportunity, gets in with the knife out to the shorty. Woo! All right,
look at
that
it.
was fun.
Look at the damage
5-4
done,
needed,
and they buy
for
the Outlaw
Heretics,
to capitalize
that
off
took
it.
what was a dominant round into a like, oh my god, we almost lost that.
Well, even just look at the guns. Like, you've got a couple of Guardians in there. You got a lot of light shields.
Yeah, and
Aaron
they hear
knows.
it, and now they're all going to be scared to peek everything.
So it will help out. A lot of potential. Ultimates not really available
What do you
for
think?
either side. The
What do you think is the reason for all
closest.
the overdogs losing in EMEA? It's not a methodical.
Realistically, I'm looking at the position of Westside already. He's
meta.
got himself in the corner just in case there is a
All the
seaside
teams
push. It
in
was
EMEA
there
are
before.
used to slow map
Alpha
defaults,
comeback,
double
but he no longer
initiator,
has
a
that
lot of
operator,
util.
and by
It's
the
just
looks of
not
it
that
again,
anymore.
They're going to go straight back to this B site plant.
Spike planted.
Immediate retake attempted by Heretics. They're trying to catch the planter, but it doesn't work. Paranoia goes through. Grabinio sees one on the left. Smokes it through. Flickless already has a double. Dodging down from the shots as the snake bite lands. Comeback steps forward to his death. And
Good luck, Boot.
Boom, the last to be sent to the grave, but he seems well and truly on his way. Two shots
Very
left,
nice.
and one from Cloud is
convincing
all
as well.
it takes. The IGL
The
leading
veto on
by
this didn't look too
example.
bad.
What a series. from GX.
It kind of looked like Heretics misplayed a lot, though. I will say that.
Desolation of Heretics.